Hello everybody, it's EzraTime again here, and welcome back to another reaction videos. And today we're gonna be reacting to Tenet Picks Meeting, which is a movie by the great Christopher Nolan and starring John David Washington and then Robert Pattinson. You may know him from Twilight and The Lighthouse, which is the horror movie that released last year. And I actually recently watched this movie 2 weeks ago, I think, which was released in wasn't releasing in theaters, but I got the Blu-ray version because he released on December 15, I think. And I bought that and then I watched that. And first time watching it, I don't fully understand the story, but it was a fun movie. It has a great soundtrack. Ludwig Göransson does a great job on it. And yeah, it's a complex and a fun movie. And I'm really curious to see what Ryan Jones has to say about the story because he's gonna be poking around the material of the movie. And Tenet is pretty much has a plot hole, I'm assuming. It's pretty complicated, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. And I think after this pitch meeting, I'm gonna give my full review on the movie as well. But if you guys haven't watched the movie, then maybe don't watch this because I'm assuming there's gonna be some spoiler in here. So again, if you haven't watched Tenet, then again go watch that. I guess buy the Blu-ray version of it because it's already been released since December 15. But maybe don't watch this before you watch the movie, because there's gonna be some spoilers in this video. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the video, shall we? And let's
So,
go.
you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. It's called Tenet.
Okay.
So we're gonna follow this guy, right? The protagonist.
Oh, sorry guys.
So,
The
you have a
FPS,
movie
sorry.
for me?
Yes, sir, I do. It's called Tenet.
Okay.
So we're gonna follow this guy, right? The protagonist.
And what's his name?
I just told you.
Oh.
And he's gonna be part of this
the
operation at an
protagonist.
opera house, right? And there's some weird stuff going on. Like he's saved by what seems to be a backwards bullet.
Oh, interesting.
And then he gets tortured by some bad guys and takes a little pill to kill himself.
Oh, okay. I mean, very short movie, but still very enjoyable.
No, we're still gonna keep going.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, so it turns out being willing to take that pill was a test, and he's being recruited into this organization called Tenet.
That's the name of the movie. It is. And
Yep.
So he's gonna talk to this guy for a little
Guys, it's
bit.
been a while
Sure,
since I
sure.
watched
And then he's
Pitch
gonna go
Meeting.
talk to the scientist lady for a
Pretty
little
cool to
bit.
just
what's
watch
she
it
gonna
again.
tell him?
Well, she's gonna tell him about this thing called inversion, right?
Okay.
And when things are inverted, they move backwards through time instead of forwards, because they have reverse entropy.
Oh, scientific sounding things that I don't fully grasp are tight.
So like the
it's
protagonist
very
can
tight,
catch an
guys.
inverted bullet that's lodged into something using his gun, right? Stuff like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, sounds cool. Just how? No, yeah, okay.
And he can also like catch an inverted bullet with his hand off a table, but as the scientist explains, he has to have dropped it. Like if you watch the tape, he's always the cause of it moving, whether forwards or backwards,
Right. Right, yeah, okay. Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
what
no,
I'm talking
I'm
about,
just
guys.
kind of
It's really
wrapping my head
complex.
around it, but okay.
Well, we're gonna have that scientist lady literally say, don't try to understand it, just feel it. So you can go that route if you want.
Okay, I mean, I would like to understand though, so
It'll
I
work.
can kind of follow what's going on, but yeah, no, okay,
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Anyway, so she reveals that these inverted objects keep getting sent back from the future, right?
Okay.
And she thinks that maybe these are like remnants of a future war and that the world might end,
Oh,
like in the
the
past.
room change.
Okay.
Oh.
And so why did you continue that sentence in a completely different place?
Oh, well, sometimes we're going to do that thing where a single conversation kind of spans over different locations just to keep things dynamic on screen, you know?
Right, okay, I mean,
Oh.
that does look good, but that
Yeah,
means that
it's-
the characters talk and then kind of pause their conversation, change locations, and then keep talking.
Yeah, it just keeps exposition scenes a little more fun to watch, you know? So then,
What are you doing?
I'm calling an Uber back to the office so I can finish that thought.
Oh.
All right.
All right,
Well.
he'll be here in 7 minutes.
Wow, 7 minutes, okay.
So then the protagonist has to go talk to this other guy, Neil.
Oh, he's gonna go talk to somebody else now, okay.
Yeah, and after that, he's got to go talk to this other guy.
Okay, a lot of going from person to person and talking so far.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This time it turns out it wasn't actually a guy he was supposed to go see. Turns out it was this lady.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, no, that is a pretty good twist, I guess.
Right.
Okay, so he's finally with the lady he needs to be talking to.
He is, yeah, and she's an arms dealer.
Amazing, okay, so what does he find out from her?
Oh, you're gonna like this. He finds out he's gonna have to go talk to another guy.
Okay.
And this guy, he tells him all all about having to go talk to another guy.
Oh my God.
But to get to that guy, he's gonna have to talk to this lady
There's a lot of
first.
guys.
What is going on?
Oh, don't worry. Now this lady's one of the main characters, so we're on track now.
Okay, thank God. So who is this lady?
Well, her name is Kat, and she's married to this Russian oligarch named Sador, and she frickin' hates this guy.
Oh, how come?
He's actually controlling her because she sold him a counterfeit painting, so now he's like, well, you can't see our son.
Very rude.
Yeah, extremely.
Okay, so now I know a little bit about this cat lady. Tell me more about this protagonist guy. What's his backstory? Tell me about him.
No.
Well, what's his character arc?
Pass.
Okay, what's his emotional
No,
stake
pass.
in the story?
Well, he doesn't want the world to end.
Right? Understandable, but what, like emotionally?
Well, he lives in the world, so, you know, he doesn't want it to end.
Okay.
He also seems really invested in this cat lady, like he really wants to protect her, seems to have some kind of bond with her.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me more about that.
No. Look, it's just that I really want the movie concept and the action scenes to have a ton of breathing room, so we're not really going to spend time on stuff like characters and stuff.
Okay, I mean, it's going to be a little tough for me to care about the story if you don't give me anything in that department, though.
But it's going to look very cool.
Oh, it's going to be very cool. Okay, I didn't realize. Okay, never
well,
mind character then.
I mean,
Okay, so
yeah.
now for Kat to bring the protagonist to her evil husband, he's got to destroy this painting.
Okay, and so what's the plan?
Well, this thing's in this super protected vault, right? So the plan is, hold on, let me set the mood here. They kind of have to scope out this place.
Oh yeah, the sound music.
What?
They need a distraction. So
The sound mixing in the movie is really bad. The music is really loud, and then you can't hear the characters talking.
But then when they get there, there's like this
Yeah.
weird vault thing, and this guy comes out of it, and he's like in reverse.
Sorry, can you lower that? Can you lower that, please?
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
That was
Finally.
very loud music.
Yeah, it's very good music though.
Right, okay, but I couldn't hear what you were saying. It's not going to be like that in the movie, is it?
It is, yeah, because it's very
Well-
good music. You know, it's gonna build up the tension.
I can't hear the talking.
But it's
Put
good
subtitles,
music, though.
guys.
So then the protagonist is going to have
Seriously.
this fight scene where he's like fighting this guy who's moving in reverse. It's going to be
not, you
nuts.
can have
Oh, yeah, no, that does sound cool.
Hear
And then we're going to
characters
finally
talking.
meet this Russian oligarch and kind of figure out what his evil plan is.
Okay, and so what is his plan?
Well, so in the future, the scientists developed this algorithm that could kind of invert the world, right? Because they're all mad in the future about global warming, like we destroyed the planet.
Okay.
And she split up this algorithm into 9 pieces and hid them in the past, because they would pretty much end the past, and so maybe the future too.
And so the bad guy is putting this algorithm together?
Exactly, and he's actually dying, so he's kind of like, well, might as well take out the whole world with me as I go out.
So he has kind of the same motivation as a kid flipping a Monopoly board because he's losing.
Pretty much, yeah. So we're gonna have this amazing car chase scene where some of the cars are moving backwards in time. It's gonna be nuts.
Wow.
And then that cat lady's gonna get inverse shot by her husband, and so the protagonist, he's gonna risk the whole world to save her.
A little risky, but okay.
So they're gonna invert themselves and start moving backwards through time.
And so how does that work?
Oh, there's some very cool stuff going on. For example, like oxygen flow goes the other way in this direction, so they need their own oxygen. Basically, everything's backwards. Like explosions make things cold.
And so does that mean that like light receptors in people's eyes start emitting light?
What?
Do people have flashlight eyes?
No, I mean, please don't think about this too much.
How do inverted people poop? Does it go up?
Okay, so anyway, they're gonna travel back in time, and we're
Maybe.
gonna find out that the protagonist was actually fighting himself, but in reverse.
Oh, very mind-bendy.
Yeah, and so they need to stop the bad guy from ending the whole world, so they team up with these time-traveling army guys that just kind of come out of nowhere.
Oh.
And they go on this freaking mission where one team is moving forwards through time shooting at people, and then another team waits a while and then moves backwards through time through the same fight.
And so like who are they shooting at exactly?
Oh, no. So we're not really gonna see who they're shooting at, really. They're just
Oh
kind
my
of
God.
shooting off screen, but I guess it's like some kind of army or maybe just people that work at this nuclear base.
What?
So protagonist and army guy are gonna go into this bunker, but then Neil sees that they're in trouble, so he has to go help.
I'm not sure what's going on.
And there's like a dead body when they get there.
Can't
Then the
exactly
thing
hear it,
suddenly
dude.
pops up and takes a bullet to
Kinda
save
like
the
in the movie.
protagonist. It's gonna be crazy.
Please turn that down.
That's the
Okay,
point.
let me turn that off. So anyway, it turns out that Neil actually sacrifices himself to save the protagonist.
Okay, so now I think that was entertaining, but also, what just happened?
Well, Neil's going to explain that Tenet is actually founded by the protagonist and that he has a future in the past.
Okay.
So Neil waited with one of the teams until after the battle and then moved through it like in an inverted way backwards in time, but then he saw that the protagonist was in trouble, so he re-inverted himself and then saved him with a Humvee.
Right.
But then after that, he has a little talk with the protagonist, and then he has to go re-invert himself to go take that bullet to save the protagonist's life.
Right. Okay. Yeah, okay.
And so the protagonist is going to keep moving forward
pretty
through
complex,
time, but then
guys.
because inversion is the thing, he's actually the one who founded Tenet at a certain point in time. We're not sure when, and he's the one who recruited Neil.
Sure, yeah, okay.
You understand? Do you get it?
It's a little complicated. I feel like maybe it'll be hard for the general audience to kind of grasp what's going on.
Actually, it's going to be barely an inconvenience. Super easy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because see, it's going to be so confusing and
inverted,
hard
I
to hear
see.
that people are going to want to go watch it a couple times.
Is that gonna work?
It might.
Seems a little risky.
Well, I mean, you
mean,
gotta
work for
take a
me.
risk sometimes, right? It's not like the future of cinema depends on how this one movie performs.
I guess not.
Yeah. Warner Bros. Released
Hey guys, Ryan
everything
here.
on
Thanks for
stream
watching
now.
that pitch meeting. I hope you liked it.
I
If
mean,
you
not
did,
here.
press the
They're still
like
releasing
button and
on
the subscribe
theaters
button
in
and
my
leave
country.
a comment and all the YouTube standard things. Also, let me know if you have ideas for other movies I should do pitches for. As always, check back soon for a new
I'm
video.
not sure,
Bye-bye.
Ryan. There's a bunch of movie that's not even released. But honestly, yeah, that's Tenet. Pitch meeting by Ryan George once again. You guys believe, obviously. And yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, that the movie is pretty complex, and the soundtrack is really loud. I mean, the soundtrack is extremely good, guys, don't get me wrong. And it's not really it's not composed by Hans Zimmer, but it was composed by Ludwig Göransson. You might know him from the Black Panther movie. And Ludwig Göransson does a great job in terms of the soundtrack, and then Nolan decided to just let's turn up the volume of the soundtrack. I mean, and it's very loud. Very loud. And if you want to watch Tenet, then I should mention this, you should watch it with a subtitle. Don't just watch it like, okay, let's just let the movie play and then not turning on the subtitle. You might want to turn on the subtitles, because again, the music is sometimes very loud. You can't even hear the characters talking. At some point, not every single time, okay? Let me be clear, not every single time, but at some point of the movie, there is that moment. It's not a problem to me, because again, I'm in Indonesian, so I watch it with an Indonesian subtitles, so great. Do I understand the story when I first watch it? No, I don't. I completely confused by it. Now I'm watching it like several times already. I kind of understand it, but it's still pretty confusing, and I think that's how Christopher Nolan movie does anyway. Is it the greatest Christopher Nolan movie ever? Well, maybe not, because some people, this is probably their least favorite movie, but at the same time, it's also a fun movie. It's not a bad movie, it's very entertaining, and you could say that. At least there is some action, there is some set pieces that actually going on in the movie that actually make the movie entertaining, make it enjoyable. It's not just like just this convoluted exposition. Sure, some exposition is very convoluted, very. And I feel like if you just watch it like one time, I don't think you will understand the movie that well. You watch it the second time and maybe several times after, maybe you get a good grasp on the movie, but you probably don't understand it 100%. I think we need Christopher Nolan to just like completely explain us what the story was. In like, he's the one who doing the explanation. I think we absolutely need that. But yeah, either way, that was the Tenet pitch meeting, guys. I really enjoyed it. It's been a while since I reacted to a pitch meeting video, and I know some people actually requested me to react to an SFF FNAF fight video. Some of you does recommend that. Well, I will check it out, guys. Don't worry about that. But I just want to do a pitch meeting video because again, it's been a while, and and Ryan is actually talking about Tenet, so that's really cool because Tenet is the newest movie that I watch. So yeah, I feel like, well, it could be fun to just do a reaction video to this and then go back to FNAF eventually. And for the Tenet review, I guess I'm gonna give Tenet 8 out of 10. It's a really good movie. Even though the plot is really convoluted, it's really complex, but it's fun and it has a good soundtrack, and the characters, well, again, there is no backstory or anything to the characters. I think it's up to the audience to interpret that backstory with the characters, but at the same time, it's fine. They're not the worst characters. I still enjoy them, and I think the performance by the actors, I think they do a great job. And yeah, 8 out of 10 for Tenet, and I think that's it for this video. And let me know what your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you guys already watch Tenet? If you guys already watched Tenet, then please let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think about the movie? Do you guys actually think it's a good movie, or do you guys think that I don't really like that? This is probably my first Christopher Nolan movie that I don't really like. Well, just give your opinions known in the comment section below if you already watched Tenet, because I Really curious what you guys think about the movie. But if you guys haven't watched that, then well, go watch it again. It's a good movie. Again, really convoluted, but go watch it. Give it a chance. Who knows? Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Who knows? And if you guys want to watch the original video, then I'll leave a link in the description below. As always, make sure you guys check um I guess Ryan George's channel. I will leave Ryan George's channel's link in the description below. I know this is uploaded by Screen Rant, but it's Screen Rant. I don't really want to promote that. you know. Um Again, check Ryan George's channel and subscribe to Ryan George because he's been making a lot of funny videos on his channel. Well, I think I'm gonna be reacting to his video pretty soon, eventually. I don't know when, but we'll see what happens. And again, if you guys enjoyed this reaction video, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Share this video to friends or family, the usual. And if you guys decide to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to ring the notification bell, so you guys can get notified when I'm gonna upload the next video. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I think the next one is gonna be maybe another 7 FNAF 5 video. Who knows? We'll see what's gonna happen, guys. Again, and I want to say thank you for everybody who subscribed to the channel and just supporting the channel, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, man. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.